The Long Good Friday, starring Bob Hoskins and Helen Mirren, directed by John Mackenzie. It's a British gangster film. Like long before Guy Ritchie and made his movies, there's this movie. So, alright, where to begin? So, basically, in late 1970s London, Bob Hoskins' main character, Harold Shand, pretty much the crime boss of London at the time. Well, not the time, really. It's a fictional character, but you know what I mean. And he's been a gangster for a long time. He's pretty much in control of London. But he wants to become at least a somewhat legitimate businessman. So he's got a deal to apparently buy the London dockyards, which I guess were abandoned at the time, and turn them into a future Olympic Games event. The Olympic Center will hold the Olympic Games in the future. And he's got a financial deal with the American Mafia to help make that happen. Now, things are going good until all of a sudden, several of his men get killed, and several of his businesses get blown up. And there's kind of a mystery of going on what exactly is happening for a little bit. And like he's pretty pissed. Like this is supposed to be the deal of his lifetime, and obviously all this shit starts happening, and he's just desperately trying to get to the bottom, but and fix the problem and kills whoever who's screwing with him, that stuff. And this takes place on Easter weekend, starting on Good Friday, hence the name, The Long Good Friday. And it is a pretty damn good movie, and often overlooked or forgotten by most people around these days. Now, in addition to Bob Hoskins, of course, I saw Helen Mirren. She plays Victoria. At first glance, she's just like his mole, but she's actually a lot more than that. She kind of helps with the business and is just as smart, if not smarter, than he is. And she actually does contribute a little bit to the plot and has a lot of important stuff to do throughout the movie. Pierce Brosnan has a cameo as a hitman. He's got pretty much no dialogue other than briefly saying hi. This was his first on-screen appearance. Definitely his first film role. The director, John Mackenzie, he's not the most prolific director. He's directed a number of other stuff, though. Unfortunately, I have not seen anything else he's done. A couple of things look interesting, but maybe if I watch it, I'll go review some more stuff. But this is a pretty damn good movie. It's got some Cockney in it, and though lately it's not near as bad as Snatch or Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels if you've seen those movies. But the DVD I have does come with a Cockney glossary if you need help. But like I said, it's not as bad as the Guy Ritchie movies. But the music is very of its time. It was filmed in 1979. Through various different reasons, didn't get released theatrically until 1980. Bob Hoskins was definitely his first big role. He'd acted a little bit before, but this is definitely his first big starring role that got him recognized. Not to spoil much, but the final scene of this movie, where we just see him I won't know what happens, but we see him go through without even saying a word, you just see his face go through a whole bunch of different emotions all at once. And it's probably the most memorable scene in the movie. That's cements Bob Hoskins is an actor right there. Yeah, let him rest in peace. He just passed away this year. I strongly recommend if you can see this movie, I strongly recommend seeing it in honor of him. If you're a fan of his and haven't seen this, definitely try to check this movie out. The cinematography is pretty cool too. There's a lot of interesting camera work Yeah, there's like this is the scene where they're interrogating a bunch of people, and they're all they're all bound and hanged upside down on meat hooks. Not like impaled or anything like that, but they're tied up and hanging from meat hooks, and they're all hanging upside down. And like one of the cameramen is like, you can tell he's hung upside down just like they are, and you see it, POV shot like that's a pretty cool scene. Definitely unconventional for the time. What else to say about this movie? Yeah, this movie is widely regarded as the first real British gangster film. So, again, if you're into crime movies, never seen this, definitely give this a watch. I'm trying to think anything else. Yeah, it's definitely violent. It's a gangster movie. It's R-rated, so it's yeah, and yeah, I think that's all I have to say. If you like crime movies, definitely watch this movie. If you like Bob Hoskins, watch this movie. Or if you just like movies in general, it's still worth a watch if you get a chance to watch. It's a good, damn good crime movie.